You'll be an expert soon.
Yes. I am an expert. Hey, please.
No, I meant on the Observer Hero.
Oh, yeah, right. Yes,
Whatever
yes.
we're calling our Observer game.
All right. Oh, man. So we're directly into the game. This was quick. All right.
It was, man.
So, this is it. This is where it decides which player actually advances to the next bracket. And the players we're
one
talking...
of these guys. Sorry,
Yeah.
go ahead.
No, and the players we're actually talking about is, first of all, the player in the north of the map, at the top of the map. It is Sjaak, who is playing Protoss in yellow. His opponent, the legendary Zerg player, it is DIMAGA, who has chosen the red color. The rather, I don't know, disgusting red color. Man, it looks so creepy.
You don't like it, do you?
It's like meaty red. It's like rah, rah.
I don't know what to say, man. I don't know what to say. I don't think it's that bad. Some of the colors I really don't like, but this one doesn't really bother me so much.
Well, the yellow is so cool. It's like, ooh, Protoss yellow, and the red is like, yeah.
I think for the red looks. I think all the Zerg buildings look quite weird actually with the stronger color on. So, wow, our Winter League champion has fallen, Marvin.
Yes.
While we've got what is going to be a relatively slow start to this game, I'd just like to say, it's kind of sad because we always see Dominus do well. It's kind of crazy. Like, it was on like February the 19th or something last year that we had the Winter League finals, and to think how far we've come since then, we streamed like our Winter League finals last year had 76 maximum concurrence at any point during the finals. And now we're streaming to 400 people, and we're in the round of 16, and our previous champion has been eliminated. Like, things change, man. Things really do change. If you read my preview for today's group, I wrote a little bit about what things were like a year ago. It was quite a fun preview, if I do say so myself. Out of all the previews I've written so far, it was I enjoyed writing it more than any other one. I don't know why. I think it's because I just had a little bit more fun with it. You should go check it out. It's on the front page of SC2IWL.net. Even if it's not a preview, it's still quite fun, I'd like to say. But anyways, how things change. Here we have DIMAGA and Sjaak battling it out. And look at this. Third hatchery. Very, very quickly from DIMAGA.
Greedy, I like it. I really, really like it.
Yeah, man. This is how he played Heavy Rain last time. And, Sjaak, he wasn't able to punish the... He wasn't able to punish it with a 4-gate, so he's going to change things up. He's going to throw a Stargate down straight away here, so, not going to let up his guard. He's going to keep things new. He's not going to become too predictable, which is always good.
And maybe he'd get some kind of disease or something from Dominus now when he actually goes Stargate directly. So I think that the build is actually contagious or something. So I'm probably going to see Sjaak going for Stargate every game now. It's spreading, man. I can tell you.
Yeah, it really is. The Stargate finishes, has to be a Phoenix out first. It's just the standard, really, in PvZ. It could be a Void Ray, but, I don't see why you wouldn't just go for the Phoenixes first. And that's what we're going to see. So, DIMAGA's greed is going to pay off. There's nothing to really stop him from taking this third. He can just drone up nicely. He can see his gas coming down his road Roaring in case he needs it, but...
Oh,
I don't think...
right, all right. And all
right.
drones yeah, all right.
Left.
Yeah, it's 3 bases. All drones into gas. Oh, he cancels the what? Oh, right. I don't know.
Did you just cancel a Phoenix?
No, DIMAGA actually cancelled the Roach Warren, and that was weird because I
think...
expected it to be a Roach timing.
It's probably because he was getting the Roach Warren for defense in case kind of a big attack came. But the thing is, when your opponent opens Stargate, it's actually very unlikely that they're going to go for a big attack. They're going to harass more. It's more of a harassment-based kind of style. There are aggressive follow-ups, but they're much less likely, and you've got a lot more time to kind of play with. So what he's going to do is he's going to cancel the Roach Warren, go for a double Evo chamber, and he's going to go straight into melee upgrades. He's going to just mass up lings, basically. And his general strategy for this game, as this Oracle comes in and starts to fight a queen, and this Oracle should get the queen. It's pretty close, but does get it. Takes a fair bit of damage. But his general strategy is he's going to go up to a high fairly quickly. He's going to play with heavy Ling style. He's going to go into Infesta Ultra overall. So that's his style. Sjaak starts a Forge and a Robo, and he could go into an Immortal Sentry attack from this, but I'd be kind of surprised. Let's see what he gets out of the Robo facility, because if he Chrono boosts an Immortal, then we know what's up.
Yes, indeed, we will. Oh, but I do like that DIMAGA is playing really reactively, and it's doing this in such a cool way that it doesn't seem that he's bothered what his opponent's doing at all. He's like, oh, alright, target, okay, I do this. And just sacrifice the drones and the queen to the Oracle, and just continuing to drone up as nothing had happened at all. It's a really casual way of playing the game, and I like it.
I like it too.
You'll go fanboy like, oh, DIMAGA, hug me.
Man, I love the heavy Ling style of play. It's always really cool to watch. And well, Sjaak's going to take a third base here, which is something we didn't see against DIMAGA earlier, of course, when he tried, in this map he tried the Immortal Sentry all in. On the map after he did that weird kind of gateway Forge proxy, which just didn't work out for him. So this is the first time we see him take a third base in ZVP here today, PVZ I should say. But the problem with taking a third base is these things, they're very mobile and they will try and deny this, and he's just going to hit this this natural and try and pull these sentries out of their little hole. And how much damage can he get done here? Let's see. Yeah, really nice force fields, 3 force fields, perfect defense. DIMAGA can't do anything just yet.
Yeah. It was much better force field than last time they met. But still, the pylon is
this pylon's getting low, but I mean, he's got sentries, but again, these sentries are coming a bit far forward, and now Ling's coming in from the other side as well. DIMAGA just continuing to look for damage here. If he can kill off all these sentries, that'd be great, but I don't think he's going to get all of them. He's going to get 1 or 2 so far. Force field's going to continue to come down, and force field defends that pylon that is natural too. The force fields are running out. He's doing such a great job, of course, needs to be wasted. Avoider in the sky is kind of unanswered for, but more Lings streaming in. He's probably going to be able to end up cancelling this third base.
But that's too late. It's already warped in. He's going to get it. Oh no, they overload. Alright, bye-bye.
I don't know. I still think he can get it, man, because there's not really that much DPS. Yeah, there's so many Lings. He should be able to get it. He can get decent surface area still. He's going towards the natural, and oh my god, Lings are going to break through here. And he runs away, doesn't know what to do.
He didn't expect that.
Now there's 4 Lings, but he gets the force field down this time. Oh my god, this game's a little bit crazy. Kind of hard to keep up, as DIMAGA's going to get himself some more sentries here. And Sjaak! He's really just taking a bit too much damage. Ling's now sneaking into the main base. And all of his sentries go down again. Having to keep re-warping these in costs him so much gas. It stops him from ever teching up. And DIMAGA, he's 15 workers down, but he's just making Lings still.
Well, he can do it, on more actually getting into the base, and a Colossus new actually comes out. Wow!
The thing is, the Colossus is such a good way to start countering this once you can build the numbers up. DIMAGA has so many more Lings still. One Colossus isn't quite there, he needs the second Colossus really badly. And the problem is, with having lost so many sentries already, the resources lost tab tells the tale. DIMAGA's lost a lot, but he's killed such valuable units. In fact, overall in this game, 9 sentries have gone down, and Ling's now going for this third base. Is he going to be able to get it?
Looks like the drones are actually probes are actually going after the Zerglings now, and he gets the cancel. Good work here by just a handful of Zerglings. But what did DIMAGA do after this? Oh, alright, of course, Spire.
Yeah. He's thrown down a hive, he's thrown down a Spire, which I find most interesting. I'd like to point out he's only on 2 gases. Out of, that's why he's able to make so many Lings, because his injects are good and he's only on 2 gases. He's going to get a cancel on his third base again, I'm pretty sure about it. It's going to be very close if he doesn't. And he does just run away without getting it. 2 Colossi are a little bit too much for them Lings alone.
Long range mining here for a couple of the probes. Going a bit slowly, and still, there's only 3 bases here for DIMAGA. He needs, I think he actually needs to go for an extra base here to be able to compete with Sjaak, but he does not do it. He just continues to pile up more Zerglings. But still, yes,
man,
quite good upgrade.
I'm kind of worried because he's lost a lot of sentries, but at the same time, I'm kind of worried for worried for both players because I don't know how this is going to turn out because, Sjaak, he's finally getting his Colossi up, but DIMAGA's got an Ultra Cavern on the way down, Adrenal Glands too. Sjaak's only just got his third base going up, but that being said, DIMAGA's still on 47 workers. He really has committed so much to these Zerglings. He's getting ready to look for another counterattack, and that's exactly what he needs to do with this kind of style, always be on the move. And we'll see what happens. I mean, obviously, DIMAGA's not really going to attack anymore until Ultras, I don't think. And a Graze Spire, all of this off of 54 drones. I don't understand why he doesn't make one round of drones. And I mean, he's continuing to make drones now, so I guess that's okay. But he kind of needed these earlier because now his Ultra Cavern finishes, but he doesn't have the economy to really make anything.
Yeah, but I think actually I knows what he's waiting for. He's waiting for Adrenal Glands. Adrenal Glands makes Zerglings rip through buildings. And if Sjaak moves out with his army, he's gonna have Zerglings eating up his base in no time. Sure, the recoil can save him a bit, but no, it's gonna be a massacre.
Yeah, I think even just forcing this army to turn around would be a win here for DIMAGA because, I mean, obviously at home he doesn't have anything to fight this. You can see his third base completely undefended, and right now, Ling's hitting the front of the natural, hitting that pylon again, and now into the third base too. And at the third base, I heard a force field go down. I'm assuming, yeah, it was at the natural actually. So Lings are everywhere, but at the same time, Sjaak is moving forward. He's going to attack in, and well, DIMAGA has to give up his third base, so in a bit of a base trading situation, DIMAGA's going to just fight. He's got some queens here to transfuse this one Ultra List, and it's staying alive for now, and it's going to get fought back, and the Mothership 4 might go down as well.
Oh man, the Ultra List is finally gonna fall, but his queen are actually killing off the Colossus.
This is crazy. Lings are chasing these Colossi without sentries. There's no way for him to turn around and save them. And these units are all going to go down, and Lings are in the main base, I think, and the third base is dead. Another Colossus goes down, and this is really, really bad. And he didn't even kill the base of DIMAGA. DIMAGA fought at just the right time. But right now, I think it's maybe being a bit overzealous. I think it's maybe time to back off, but he's doing a good job attacking forward. Just not enough, though, to really do anything. Has to back off here. And, wow, look how many Lings his queens are here as well. And, wow, what games? These games are crazy tonight.
Oh man, I didn't see this one coming. And the counterattack was so good. He has positioned the Zerglings just out of reach for the actual scouting for Sjaak. But as soon as Sjaak moved out and onto the creep, hell broke loose. He lost one base. He lost the wall. He lost a lot of drones. And for what? What did he get in return? Almost nothing. Still,
yeah.
What? Have you checked workers killed?
Yeah, it's crazy.
How is that possible?
Who would have thought that only 7 workers have died throughout the entirety of this game? The number of times we've had Lings in the main and the natural and the third base die, you would have thought that there'd be tens of workers killed, but no. Sjaak sits strong at 82 workers, but he doesn't have bases. He's literally long distance mining because his main is basically mined out. His natural is almost mined out. He's just not had an opportunity to mine from this third base. And, well, right now we see an Oracle and a Phoenix killing off Creep, which is quite interesting. And DIMAGA just sitting back and waiting because guess what? He's going into Broodlords. And there's one thing that right now Sjaak doesn't... Well, actually, he does have a pretty good answer to Broodlords. He's got a bunch of Void Rays, so maybe he isn't going to make Broodlords. He's just going to make these Corruptors to deal with them Void Rays. That'd probably make a lot more sense when I think things through in my head.
Yeah, but I really like, having an Oracle just denying all of this creep. It's a really good thing, because if this creep actually reached the base of Sjaak, it would have been game over by now because of their quick reinforcements. But nope, we're still gonna see one more attack coming out from both of these players. It's going to see exactly who's gonna come top of that, because the mix is getting pretty good now for Sjaak, and he has ground weapon level 3 almost done.
This Warp Prism moving over to the right hand side. Sjaak continuing to look to do damage here. DIMAGA's only just getting his 4th base now, and I mean Sjaak, his 4th base is going up here too. In a pretty interesting position. If them Lings knew about it, they would be right on top of it, and it would go down very, very quickly. Right now, DIMAGA just sitting strong. He's walked in. He has gone for a couple of these Broodlords, which I wasn't sure if he was, but I suppose with the number of Corruptors he made, he still has enough. A big warp in. Gonna kill off this 4th base for DIMAGA, and this is really nice for Sjaak.
Is there anything you can actually know? Yeah, there is. The Overseer is slowly moving in here. Is gonna be the end of... Wow, look at... Oof, poor thing. That Dark Templar never stood a chance.
You know, he was very brave to just stand there and keep on swiping until he died. Some men they would have ran in the face of these lings, but he stood until his last moments. And, well, DIMAGA's army is quite scary, honestly. I mean, yes, it's very heavy in lings, but I mean, Sjaak does have Storm. He's going to have Storm and +3, which is also quite scary. I mean, actually, the upgrades are very good here for Sjaak. He's going to be on 3-1 against 2-2, so pretty much even. He's only got 1 Immortal, which is something I'd like to see a little bit more of, especially considering he's already got Templars with Storm to deal with the lings. We're going to see DIMAGA maybe move forward here, as there's a lot of Queens to back up this army.
Yeah, and the Queens actually act as extra units. Sure, they do a bit of a damage themselves, but infusions are so important when it comes to Earthquakes. That's where I fail. My APM isn't big enough, high enough to be able to do all of these awesome injects, but DIMAGA actually, he can pull it off. We have seen it done it before, and
look
a
at
bit
this.
of a small skirmish down below there.
Yeah, I mean, DIMAGA cleans up a pack of zealots to the bottom left, and Sjaak moves down the left-hand side, but, DIMAGA's already in position to trade bases. He's going to get a really nice head start in terms of a base trade. Already Ling's running into the natural as well, so I really like DIMAGA's position. The only problem is for DIMAGA, he doesn't really have a mobile army to turn around with, because yes, he can run back with ultras and lings, but he can't really bring the queens back at a moment's notice. So wow, Sjaak actually just recalls. He does no damage at all, and this is just indecision, and I don't really like it. He's going to defend his natural, and I guess he's got a base to the top right. He's got a base building to the left, but now he has to fight this army where he's stuck in his natural. He can't run out into it, I don't think, and I think he should have at least killed off the third. He does kill the fourth once again, though, with a Zealot and DT run by.
Yeah, but still, I like the run by, and they're doing a bit of a damage here, but it's not going to be enough, because the main battle is right here, right in Sjaak's natural, and here's where it's all going to be decided. I feel like this is the end. This is the final stand.
This is it right now. A lot of feedback went down on Queens. That means there's not actually that many transfusers, and well, these Void Rays, they're not dying. There's so many Void Rays, there's not enough Corruptors. DIMAGA has such a huge bank though, and that's so advantageous for him right now, because he has the lava to remake whatever he thinks he needs to kill off this army, and that's vital, because I mean Sjaak does have some economy, but not very much. He's on 19 probes, so DIMAGA, he needs to make use of it. I don't know why he's not making anything yet.
He actually pulled a bunch of his probes and did actually nothing with them, just behind, but yeah, he's alright. So now he's suddenly building a lot of stuff. He's going for the infestor heavy style, which is really nice. 3 units, energy based units, everything like that is really good. I'm really hoping that it doesn't go for any kind of swarm host, because I'm casting swarm host games is
I don't think he can. Like,
no, he can't. Not right now.
He can't make enough to not be just rolled over by 3 Colossi, and he's making 12 Infestors. I think it's probably one of his better options here, because if he can fungal growth the Void Rays and infest Terrans, like, that's his answer, and he's got a couple of Ultras to help with the Colossi, but he has to be so careful of feedbacks from the Templar. But I mean, the thing is, DIMAGA's just going to play a bit passively, because he's still got a natural to kind of mine off of. He's got his third base to mine off of. And he's got workers at least. Sjaak, he's remaking workers. And once he does have these workers remade, he's got 2 fresh bases. So DIMAGA can afford to sit for a little while, but not too long here. And, is he going to give Sjaak too long? This game is a little bit crazy. The supplies are fairly even. The army supply is even more even. And we're going to see a couple more Broodlords coming in. Of course, the idea here being, if you can take down them Void Rays, there's nothing to stop the Broodlords killing off the rest.
No, the thing that made the last battle really, really work for Sjaak, it was the great positioning of the Void Rays. They were like everywhere. Sure, a couple of Colossus fell, but despite being covered by Queens everywhere, there was nothing he can actually do about it, because the feedbacks were coming, the Voiders were positioned, and the Colossus were doing it. The composition was so good. So I think that actually going into this choke point where he attacked was a big mistake. He should have pulled out the army and tried to get a good surround or something like that, because
Look at what DIMAGA's doing. He's pulling his Spore Crawlers forward here, Marvin, and continuing to push his creep as well means that I mean, these spore calls are so useful because they don't just shoot the Void Rays, they also shoot them Colossi if they come too close. So it's kind of a nice defensive position. And now he's also going to rain some infested Terrans down upon this base, which is mining. And if he can kill off, if he just kills off a few workers here, or just stops the mining, that's a lot of Sjaak's kind of income right now. Just stopped dead in its tracks.
Oh, this is so good. It's a trap.
Oh, he's just waiting. I mean, you can see DIMAGA, he's ready to come in from multiple angles here. Sjaak not venturing too far. So I think Sjaak should just pull his probes from this top right base because he's got this base to the left-hand side. And if anything, I think trying to defend both right now might just hurt him because DIMAGA doesn't have an extra base. DIMAGA's long-distance mining his 4th base. He hasn't committed to actually making a hatchery there. Spore Crawlers move a bit too far forward. They're now in range of them Colossi. A couple of infested Terrans coming down. I'm not sure what they're really achieving, just maybe high ground vision. As there's a lot of Immortals in this army too. This is a really scary army from Sjaak because it's got so many techie units in it. But so many infests from DIMAGA. This game's so close. I wouldn't want to put money on who's going to win this at this point in time.
No, I think
nice fumble.
Oh yeah, the
Nice
fumble hits
fumble,
right, but the area effect damage is so good and snipes off a few units here, and the feedbacks are doing a lot of damage on these infestors.
Single Void Ray again picked up at the front. I mean, every single Void Ray counts right now. Another Void Ray on low HP. Ultra gets transfused, and again, this army for DIMAGA is very cost efficient, especially with the fungal growths. And at the same time, so is Sjaak's, but he's used a lot of storms already. And he's got to decide, do I use storms or do I feed back the queens and infestors? There's a couple of Void Rays come forward here. You need to be careful though, because these queens are here ready to trap. But nice, few feedbacks cut it down.
Oh wow, that queen is not feeling well. 5 health. Such a good hit. And Neural Parasite was researching. I think it's actually done now. So.
What do you think he neurals? I think the Void Rays maybe. I'm not sure though.
Yeah, that would be cool.
I think the Void Rays would be good because they can kill the Colossi so fast. Oh, he's coming forward! Oh, he's just fungal growth and infested Terran in. Another fungal. He's caught these Void Rays though, and catching them Void Rays is huge because if these infested Terrans can just kill them off, that's a lot of the kind of issue which DIMAGA's been struggling to deal with until now.
Oh man, and the long distance mining continuing in DIMAGA's
here
base.
come the Ultralists.
Whoa!
And huge fungal growths are all over the army, and without Void Rays in the sky, these Ultras don't have anything to really fight against them. There's 3 Void Rays, but they continue to get fungaled. Is it going to be enough? These Colossi and Immortals are kiting backwards, and they do so much DPS every time they shoot, but these Ultras continue to chase on down these units. A single Void Ray, 2 Void Rays remain as well. This game is continuing to be close. 3 more infestors, 4 more infestors in the production tab, and DT is potentially a great decision here. Because where's the detection? There is none. There's some Spore Crawlers, I suppose, to fall back on. DIMAGA losing some infestors here. I don't think you can afford that, but this game's still so close. Another fungal comes down, and the DTs are killing infestors.
Yeah, they're killing everything, and there's nothing to detect them. Well, they are the Spore Crawlers, but there's nothing that can shoot. There's a couple of queens actually hunting down them. But oh wow.
The Void Ray goes down, but at this point, I think Sjaak could just warp in mass sell it. How many gateways does he have? He's only on 7 gateways, which isn't really enough. If he just walked in a bunch of zealots, I don't know. I don't know if it'd be enough against the Ultras, especially with these couple of extra transfuses. These cannons here are actually unengageable for DIMAGA at this point. And I mean, Sjaak is still mining off of 2 bases. He's got time on his side if DIMAGA doesn't kill him right here.
Yeah, this long distance mining isn't getting DIMAGA anywhere. He's got a smaller amount of income, and well, he could go for an extra base, but if that gets discovered, it's a huge investment, and I don't think he wants that right now. He wants to end this now.
I mean, I don't think he can afford to just wait for another base here, and now running away 2 queens and a broodlord. I think the broodlord's going to go down. Not much you can do about it. He transfuses it to try and keep it alive, and well, fungal growth goes down, and these Ultras are trying to come forward to pick off these units here. Loses potentially. No, he doesn't lose the infested. Nice control. Does he lose the Ultra? No. DIMAGA keeping everything he can alive, and this efficiency is very well what might keep him in this game. Resources lost 4,000 worse for Sjaak, but of course he is mining so much more throughout the course of the game. This game is actually a little bit ridiculous. I mean, DIMAGA hasn't even been able to afford pathogen glands, I don't think. A lot of infested terrans coming down at that top right base, and this is going to be able to kill off a lot of these cannons, if not all of them.
Yeah.
In fact, he gets the pylon, so he depowers them. And now this base is in trouble, but DIMAGA does not know about that base to the left-hand side, and that is basically what's costing him right now. Like, if he knew about that and he shut that down, this game would be a lot different.
Yeah, he thinks that's the only one, but it is not, unfortunately. And a counterattack is actually launching now from the fourth base here from Sjaak, and that's going to head down directly, but quickly discovered here by a couple of links. But it's so many units.
Yeah, DIMAGA can't really fight, and now he sees this base to the left, and, well, it's a little bit troublesome. This base goes down to the top right, but again, he's got that base to the left still. There's a single Ultra eats through some probes on the gas there. DIMAGA just playing very slowly. Oh, he's having to use fungal growths on, DTs right now, which isn't what he wants to do. He really should invest a little bit of money into an Overseer, because an Overseer would play absolute dividends for him at this point. As Sjaak going to move forward and try and get rid of these spine crawlers and spores, but nice fungals locking zealots in position, and a lot of units coming down here, but storms are really great, and this Ultras can't make it through.
Wow, there's no energy left on these infestors, and he really needs to make the most of it. Storms are going down. This Ultralisk is fallen. There's just 2 queens left that can do anything, and these infestors are gonna be slowly hunted down.
I don't know what to say. I mean, this battle is actually still so close. There's like 3 zealots, and oh my god, the queen's gonna die. These infestors still survive though, so if these infestors don't die, you know they're consistently going to be able to be used in battle, and a few more infested terrans coming down here, but they're slowly starting to die off, and Sjaak is starting to clean up. Another Ultralisk is on the way. These infested terrans pop, and they don't really get too much more done. There's one spine call. I don't think it can actually save the day much more. And this game goes on. DIMAGA has so much gas, but just no minerals at all. He's making some lings. It's making an Ultra. Sjaak still mined from that left-hand base. It is his savior at this point in time. And them DTs have been doing so much work for him as well as he's moving forward. And he's going to be able to stop DIMAGA from mining long distance on this expansion.
Yeah, but here comes a big assault. A lot of zealots are actually in this, together with a couple of Dark Templars, and still.
This one was kind of scary. It's coming forward here. This DT is unspotted though, and he doesn't use, like, I don't think he had a fungal growth to use, and the Ultra goes down so quickly. A few zealots are being taken down here. In fact, most of the zealots will get taken down. Lings continuing to chase on. This game is still going on. The army supplies are 16 for Sjaak against 15 of DIMAGA. That's how ridiculous the situation we're in right now.
It's insane. And look at the cost effectiveness of DIMAGA. DIMAGA has 39,000 resources.
He made a base, but I don't know if it's just too late. Like, if he made this base like a long time ago, he would probably have won this game.
Yeah.
Now he GG's out, and oh my god, Sjaak takes game 1!